Welcome to Ruby Falls. We're located in Chattanooga, Tennessee on the side of Lookout Mountain and inside of Lookout Mountain for our cavern. Ruby Falls is a naturally wonderful attraction that you will go 240 feet down an elevator shaft into a 2,500 foot long cave that at the end of the cave is a 145 foot waterfall which will be 1,100 feet underground. And I like to tell people in Chattanooga, if you want to find a natural attraction or an attraction anywhere in the world like this, there's only one place to go, and that's here at Ruby Falls. Ruby Falls, beginning in its existence in 1929, excavated all the stone from the elevator shaft and the walkways and built our Irish castle. So in 1929, it was probably one of the largest repurposing or recycling projects that I know of. So we've had a history of being an environmental company, and we have tried to keep the cavern as is over this 80 plus years. Over the last 5 years, we've realized that we cannot rebuild Ruby Falls or reinvent Ruby Falls. It was created by nature and it's a natural wonder. So we must conserve it as we go forward and create environmental standards in our operational techniques. So we created a staff program of about 10 key managers, and they all came up with 10 ideas to make us more environmentally friendly.
So what was and is unique about the Ruby Falls experience is the way the whole team got involved. We probably could have come up with a list of things that Ruby Falls should do. Some of them are pretty normal, like recycling more, energy reduction more, waste reduction, water reduction. But we knew, and Hugh knew, that he didn't know everything that needed to be done. So the way the employees, the associates got involved is a unique and a very satisfying experience.
Early on, we identified as the possibility of creating renewable energy as a key component in what we wanted to do. We researched and came up with the idea of putting in 90 solar panels on these roof areas, which had really collected leaves and cups and brochures and different things that people would discard. And now they're operational parts of our business in creating about 8 to 10 weeks of offsets of the electricity that we use in the cave. And now we have offset hundreds of thousands of kilowatt hours that we have sold back into the grid and provided green energy for EPB to provide to other users. We installed a new LED light system to light up the falls for our customers. The exciting part about that is we reduced our consumption of electricity in that part from about 20,000 watts to about 1,150 watts with a lighting system that has 50,000 light hours versus globes that had about 800 light hours. We also had approximately 500 incandescent bulbs throughout the cave that had about 800 light hours, and we replaced them with LED and CFL light bulbs throughout, which gave us about 8,000 light hours and reduced our wattage from 90 watts to about 20 watts per bulb, reducing our usage within the cave around 50%. We sought out several different companies to come in and audit what we were doing from an environmental point of view. We decided to go forward with Green Globe because of their expertise in the tourism and travel industry. The neat part about this is they challenge us not just in the electricity that we use, the water that we use, but they challenge us to encourage our employees to carpool. They challenge us to use alternative fuel vehicles, different ways of keeping our fountains clean outside. And it's been not only an environmental decision, but an economic decision as we were able to operate with much less cost going forward. One of the things that's extremely important to our customer is what we do with our waste materials. If we sell them a plastic Coke bottle, they will want to know where they can recycle that bottle when they're finished with it. So we had to come up with ways to recycle. Now we recycle just about everything that's recyclable. And we recycle them through the Orange Grove Center here in town, which enables them to have more volume to use in their program as well. We are set on a very historic site, and there are trails and pathways that were used going back to the Civil War and even before then that cross our property. We have partnered with several people. One is the National Park Service and the Lookout Mountain Conservancy to save the land that is around our property. And it's fun to watch people enjoy the beauty of Lookout Mountain and knowing that it will remain the same for a very, very long time.
Everywhere I go, people talk about Chattanooga as being the role model, and we are. Those of us who live in Chattanooga probably don't fully understand what a magnificent city we have with the things that are going on the riverfront, with the things that are going with Coolidge Park, with all the wonderful things that have happened in the city in the last few years. There are a lot of folks and a lot of organizations in Chattanooga that are responsible for this wonderful move towards sustainability. Ruby Falls is certainly in the forefront of the things that have been done and in their initiatives that they've done. Ruby Falls epitomizes the Chattanooga spirit.